look like my other daughter now.
Right.
It's like, there's one day, I think, or one night.
Did you notice if it stopped at a certain age for her, maybe? Do you know what I mean?
But they're very close in age, though.
Yeah, they're 2.5 years apart, so.
Yeah, but it's like all of a sudden it's one.
Now it's going into
Brooke.
now nothing's really happening to Jordan because Alex is there. Now it's happening to kind of Brooke a little bit in the room that my nephew rented.
Right. Okay.
So she'll be laying there, and she, with cell phones now, it's awesome, right?
Yeah.
So 3 a.m. in the morning, she's like,
oh, that's a bad time.
She's calling me, and I answer the phone, Mom, come get me, please. Mom, come get. The door slammed in her room. Like,
oh my God.
You think I would have heard that, right?
Yeah.
But Jordan and Alex did hear it.
Really?
They thought Brooke got up, slammed the door, but it was a slam, like
and
a
she
real.
was sleeping.
Yeah, so she couldn't move, she couldn't do it, and I had to go down there. You know how scared I was.
I know, I know. And you do the old, I'm really brave for my children thing, right? And you're shitting your pants the whole way down.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
And what about the animals? Like, what about the dogs?
Yeah, okay, I was going to get to this one cat. This one cat will follow the wall.
Oh.
So, and it's every night. We have it on video. Mm-hmm. And it sits there like this and looks at the wall like this and goes...
I know, my cat does that
every night. I know. Every night.
My little one does
Cats
that
are the ambassador to the other side.
Yeah,
so.
and we videotaped it because I couldn't believe
they're
that.
Retarded. I know.
It was just kind of off. So off, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but the dogs didn't bark the night that the door slammed or anything like that, though. But
which is odd, right?
Do the dogs go in the room, though?
No, they're locked in Jordan's room.
Right.
So,
but I mean, will they go?
Will they actually go into that room if it's open, or do they stay out?
I don't notice that they do or not, but
I'd be curious to see if they'll go in that room.
If the door is open and you're in there, there
actually was one time where they wouldn't go in the basement.
Oh yeah.
They stood at the, how they stand at the
at
door and they just look.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And they won't go down. You're trying to tell them, come on, they won't go
let's
down.
Go. And they're like, no, screw that. I'm not going down there.
You go first.
Yeah. But nothing, and I'm the one who watches those shows. I'm the one who's all obsessed like you guys are.
Yeah.
But nothing's happened to me, knock on wood.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's all happening to everybody else but me. In my house. I wonder if I'm making that happen because I'm watching so many things.
No, you can't make it happen.
But you know what? I like watching it and I...
No, but that's not
everyone watches shit, though. I mean,
and I did a Ouija board when I was younger.
We all
but
did.
it would be happening to you then. You know what I mean? Like,
now, speaking of that, I want to go back a little bit because you told me some pretty freaky shit there before about how you were living with a friend and you guys would go like out in the... You guys would go...
Oh, that's right. I brought trinkets home from... We call it the haunted houses. We used to go into old buildings.
See, that would be me. I would be bringing shit home with me, too.
I did. And then there was something that really... It did happen. Oh, that's right. I forgot about that.
Not well. Furnace it's been fucking
sick.
Evil.
It's been sick for a few days. We're just waiting for spring to kick in and we don't have to use it anymore.
It's like he's got gas.
What were we doing? We went to these houses, and every weekend we would find an old house somewhere in the farm somewhere, and we'd go in. It's stupid us, right? Because
and they're abandoned.
They're
abandoned houses.
Ourselves, but we didn't.
Let's just clarify: they're abandoned houses. She's not breaking into houses.
But we always had to take a trinket. That was back in the day when you didn't watch those movies where you brought trinkets home and things happen, right?
But there's so many cool things in there.
Yeah.
Though.
So we brought
the same way she said.
I would fucking bring shit with home all the time.
So I brought the trinket home. We all lived together. We all rented this house on Hossick in Killarney, and it was a 2-story, really old-looking house.
Yeah.
Like brick. It was all brick on the outside.
Yeah.
And so we'd all go to the bar on a Saturday night, right? So, and the girl that I was living with, her sister lived across the street from us, and she was home that night.
Yeah.
And she said to us, she phoned Marilyn and said, "Why are your lights constantly going on and off in your house?" Because she thought, like, what's going on? Like, phoned the bar, because back in the day we didn't have cell phones.
Right.
So she phoned the bar and said, Marilyn, what's going on? Like, is somebody at your house right now? Because your lights keep flickering and flickering and flickering, and we weren't, upstairs lights were flickering.
Oh.
In our bedrooms, like,
really?
on and off, on and off.
But
on and off.
Nobody home.
Nobody was, and it happened a few times. We would leave the house. So it never happened to us when we were there.
Right, okay.
So you left someone behind and like, fuck, they went to the bar without me.
That was the old boyfriends we locked up in the closet.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, that's right. Screw them, we're going to the bar.
Yeah.
Yikes.
Well,
I'd be one of those people, though. I couldn't help myself. I'd have to take shit home with me.
I can't.
I just feel
I don't
bad.
think there's anything else that's happened to me.
I don't know. I just feel like you couldn't leave those treasures behind.
When did you play the Ouija board? When you guys were living?
Oh, really young, yeah. Well, maybe not really young. I don't know.
You were probably
14,
like 8, 9.
14. No.
Even.
Yeah, teenagers.
See, my kid used to want to play with him. He was about 9-ish.
I think I was even doing it when I was 18, 19. I think we did it a few times.
Yeah.
Because we went to houses all the time. We were all obsessed with all that stuff.
Of course.
Yeah.
We even did seances.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
And?
Nothing.
Not that you know, right?
Not that I know.
Yeah.
You ever talk to those people you did seances with?
After the fact? Like the people that were participating?
No, I haven't really spoke to any of them since. Like they were old school friends too, as well, from way back in the day.
Sure.
But no, I haven't really talked to them. See if
Curious
anything's happened to them.
Exactly.
Actually, one of them just passed away a few years ago. So, but the other one is no, I don't have anything really to do with her anymore. But I should ask. I have her on Facebook. Right? I should ask her.
Yeah.
By the way, remember that one time
ever happened to you, right? You know, just for shits and giggles.
See little girls with long hair hanging around.
Like long hair.
That was the scariest thing I ever because an innocent little girl doesn't know.
No. I know.
So I knew for sure she wasn't lying to me.
No.
I knew for sure that was really happening at the time. She could see it, but I couldn't.
Yeah.
And all I could do was just sit there and hope to heck that thing didn't come near me. Like, she didn't tell me it was near the bed or near us.
Meanwhile, she's probably snuggling up to you.
But what was she doing the whole time in that room? Why wasn't my daughter saying, hey get off my dresser, leave my toy alone, you know what I mean? That kind of thing.
Yeah, I know.
But no, she must have left the room. She probably came into the room, left the room, and then came back and went through.
Yeah.
She could have been sitting beside you listening to the bedtime story as well.
That could be. Children
was
are lonely.
Okay, now you're freaking me out.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to, but I mean, no, really, though. You know, everyone
see the hair standing up on my arm.
But you know, it's like a mother figure, though, right? It's like, I mean, if it's a lonely child that's, say, been lost, had a shitty life, whatever, and you're there reading to your kid.
Yeah.
Hey, some lonely child. I got goosebumps on my legs right now. Some too. Ooh. But no, but you know what I mean? They may want to be a part of a family, right? Yeah.
Oh, thanks, Doris. That was exceptionally cool.
Very cool.
Very cool.
Yeah.
I wish I had more exciting
Well, I remember
ones.
you...
No. What do you mean?
But I remember when we were... Was it at Shannon's or something? You were telling me a couple of these things. I'm like, oh my God. Yeah. So freaky, man. Totally.
No, it is.
Yeah. Colleen, you're next.
Colleen, go, Colleen.
Go, Colleen. Go, Colleen.
Here you go. Here.
Go, Colleen.
Hold the mic.
Okay. Jump the mic.
No,
us about
thanks,
the
man.
one
That
with
was
the dog.
freaking cool.
Okay, well, the first thing for me that I ever experienced was when I was 4 or 5, and my parents, we lived in a house in my home community, Beausejour, Manitoba, and
Golf clap for Beausejour.
yeah, and we rented this house. Something was up with this house because I was a little kid, and
everybody senses things, you know. Like
yeah.
Kids,
When
right?
you're and so whenever I would go to bed at night, you know, I didn't want to go to bed because I hated going to bed, but I'd lay in bed and I'd have to surround myself with all my stuffed animals.
Oh yeah, like a fortress.
Like a fortress. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
And so I'd sit there and I would see these lights that were on my ceiling.
Oh.
And
Interesting.
they were like, at one time it would be at one part of my room and then move to another part. And it was like a little tiny pin dot of light.
Oh, okay.
And I'd be like, what the hell is that?
A singular one or
a
multitude of them?
Yeah,
Or
just one. Just one.
Oh, okay.
Were they like dancing?
Not, you know what? It was so long ago I can't remember.
Right.
I don't think it was dancing. It was just this
It was
light.
just there.
Yeah.
Right.
And so I always remember I would have, I'd be terrified of that because I'd have to deal with it every night.
Right.
And then I would always have nightmares, and I'd have nightmares of my parents' room. And it was the same dream over and over and over. And I would always dream about this evil force pulling me into their closet.
Oh, God.
I was always terrified of the basement. I hated going into the basement. I've had bad dreams about that house my whole life.
Really?
Right.
So there must have been something up with that
Something
house.
shitty in the house going on.
Yeah. But that was creepy. I guess the next experience I ever had that was kind of unusual was we moved into a house, and I had children at that time, 2 little boys. We had a pet dog, and the dog hated going to one bedroom of the house. Would never go there.
Right.
Ever.
Wouldn't go there, ever.
No.
No.
Not even called him. No.
No.
Like, screw that.
He hated it, and you always kind of felt uneasy about that part of the room.
Yeah.
I smelt mold in that part of the room, in that, like, in the closet, but we could never find anything.
It smelled like old books or old
Yeah,
clothes or that whole,
It just didn't smell good.
Yeah.
And the way the house was designed, the basement went down into the middle. Like, it was right in the middle of the house. With no doors, no nothing. It was just this big stairwell that went right smack dab into the basement.
Really?
And so it kind of felt like a very negative energy thing going on there.
Like
but
a big pit right in the middle of the house.
Yeah, it was really
That's
a weird design.
Yeah.
It was a very, like, it was a beautiful home. We loved it, but there was that too. But the interesting thing was the dogs didn't want to go near that room, and a couple of times we would hear claw marks going down the hallway.
Oh, ew.
And we're like, what the hell is this all about? And so after a while, I started to get really paranoid because my dog didn't want to go near that room, and nobody else wanted to go there, and I'm hearing claw marks going down the frickin' hallway.
Was it your second child's room?
It was my first child's room.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and so we had someone smudge my house, and
we can say her name.
Tar. Yeah, so Tarina came, and she beat her drum. She smudged my house, and she basically told whatever was happening in my house to go.
Out of my house.
Yeah. And she said, it's time for you to go home.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's time for you to be free.
Yeah.
Time to go home.
Yeah.
You know where you have to go. Yeah. And after that, things changed drastically in my house.
Really, eh?
Yeah.
Your poochie was good. The dog would go.
Yeah, everything was okay after that.
Really cleansed it, hey?
Wow.
Yeah, it was really neat. She did a great job.
How old is that house?
I don't know. It's a newer house, which is really interesting.
Really?
Yeah. Which made me always, you always think of, like, what was here?
Yeah, exactly.
Maybe
That's
something.
Maybe
something. We're on the same street.
Yeah.
Things are happening to our houses.
Yeah.
It could have been something that you brought into the house, like just like secondhand stuff that you may not have been aware of, or
hell, I got so much.
But you know what? That would make sense, because if I think about the house that we were in before, there was at the end of the hall, there was the one room that I always felt weird. Maybe something followed us. It could have been.
Yeah.
Something
attached itself.
Yeah. But after that, it's left.
Okay.
Well,
thank God for Tar.
Yeah.
Tarina, you're amazing.
Yeah, and we're gonna have Trina. She walks that way. She's an Aboriginal person, a good friend of ours, longtime friend. We hope to have her on the show. We'll have to have her on her own night for hours, because
dedicated night.
She has got quite a few stories too. But I know when we were talking earlier, we had interviewed somebody earlier tonight. And they live out in the country, and smack dab in the middle of nowhere, out in Marchand, Manitoba. And she was saying that she felt, and she's an empath, and she felt there were a lot of transient spirits that would cross the property, right?
Yeah.
Because of
but she is located by the train tracks as well,
right?
Though, which
because
it
conducts energy, and
people
and
passing
then there's
through.
water close by too. That's another conductor and whatever. But I mean, could have been very well energy just passing through. Because energy never goes away. Like when somebody passes, energy just continues on. It doesn't go.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Even physics speaking, right? You've all taken that, kinetic energy just doesn't go to from zero to nothing, you know what I mean? Like, it all passes on. Force is force, right?
Has anything else happened to you?
Yeah.
That's it.
That's it.
She's
going, that's it? Is that all you got? No.
Water with more liquor.
No. I know my mom's experienced stuff in her farm homestead.
I bet.
Yeah. Her and her sisters always felt there were things upstairs.
Do they talk about that though?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. But who knows? It could be just, people that we love that don't want to let go.
Yeah, don't want to go. I know. Don't want to hang out and say, hey, what's going on?
Yeah. And sometimes maybe there's just people who...
But when you feel shitty about something,
you have a vibe.
There was Brooke used to see this guy that was in my room, but my brother died. Oh. So she said it kind of looked like he had glasses, he had silver hair, but she couldn't really see the face.
Yeah.
And it was at night.
Sure.
So she thought that, she goes, Mom, I don't know if that was Uncle Dennis or not, but... And then
she felt like it was.
Yeah,
right?
so
Maybe
the door
happened,
the guy standing there, and then she would wake up a lot in the middle of the night. It's always around 2 to 3 a.m. in the morning.
I know.
And that's when I would get the phone calls, and she'd be like, I can't move my body. Like, she wouldn't move for a long time. Like, she couldn't move. Like, she was,
felt
awake.
Like petrified,
Do you know, what do you call those? Night
sleep paralysis.
Sleep paralysis.
Yeah.
She had that a few times. Yeah, she used to get that a lot.
That's the worst.
Yeah.
That is shit. Yeah. There's nothing worse than not being able to defend yourself if you had to because you can't move, right?
I've had that too.
Holy crap. It's like being paralyzed, laying there with your eyes open and you can't do shit.
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be horrible.
Yeah. You're freaking out, but you can't do anything.
No, I know.
Yeah, she was up in my room quite a bit for the last few years.
Oh, yeah.
Because she didn't want to sleep in that room.
Yeah, that kind of sucks. It's funny. It's like my kid never wanted to sleep in his room until I gutted it all.
Yeah.
And put all new shit in there. Then he was fine with it. But he did not like...
She moved her room around.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, she when
Yeah.
that thing happened with the slamming the door and all that, and she just said, "I'm moving everything around. I'm not."
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because her bed used to face
Clean
the
it
door.
out. You got to be a
So
certain
she moved
direction.
her bed to the other ends where she can't see the door anymore.
Oh,
Yeah.
I see. Okay.
And see, my son went